Well, well what? You knew what Anna and I were doing. Yes, that is true. I'm not upset at Ruth and Ann. I knew they were planning to vote for Lisa. I gave Thomas the chance to save himself, but he decided not to take it, so he should have gone home. The thing is, Owen decided to vote for Louise. And that just was a terrible decision on his part, because if he had voted Thomas, it would have tied. We probably would have been able to send him out in a revote, but instead he proves once again to be unreliable and throws his vote for no reason. Thanks for saving me. Oh, no problem. Lisa was just way too unpredictable. At Tribal Council, Anne and Ruth decided to save me and vote off Lisa, which I'm grateful for. Does that mean I trust them? Not really, they're still aligned with Walter, and I'm still at the bottom of the tribe, so I don't really know what to feel, but I'm just glad I'm still in the game. Alright, first things first. Yellow tribe getting a look at the new Kula tribe. Lisa voted off the last Tribal Council. Alright everyone, drop your buffs. We're switching tribes. I'm not exactly thrilled by the idea of a tribe swap. On Yellow I was in a pretty good spot, but now everything's up in the air and I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't want my game to be messed up by chance. Alright, let's take a look at our new tribes. On the new Kula tribe, from original Kula, we have Owen, Anne, and Walter. And from original Yellow, we have Julia, Emmanuel, and Talia. Which means on the new Yellow tribe, we have Erica, Paul, and Robert from original Yellow, and Louise, Ruth, and Thomas from original Kula. Alright, you guys can head to your new camps, and I'll see you at your next immunity challenge. Well, this is a nice camp. Thank you, Thomas. So, do you guys think we should do introductions? Yeah, I suppose so. Makes sense for us to know each other. Coming into this tribe, I've got a fresh start. I've got 3 new people I can align with, and I intend to just try to get to know them. Try to just pick myself up, because the game isn't over yet, and I can still recover from my poor start. I'm Paul, I'm 24, and I'm a personal trainer. My name's Robert, I'm 30, I'm the oldest on the young tribe, and I'm an air traffic controller. I'm Erica, and I'm a barista. Hello guys, my name's Ruth, I'm a college admissions director. I'm Thomas, I'm 51, I'm a security guard. I'm Louise, I'm 71, and I'm the oldest on the old tribe. The swap is here, which means the game's picking up, and it's definitely time to play. I think it's time for me to just start playing the game, and playing it hard. The game I want to play isn't one that's strategic. I don't want to be that big strategic threat. I don't want to be that big physical threat either. I want to play a social game, plain and simple. I want to get the allies on my side. I want to get the numbers. I want to be in control, but not that big sort of target. So I think what's best for me is to get some of these old people on my side and also fix my relationships with some of the younger people as well. Hey, Erica. Oh, hey, Paul. What do you think of the swap? Well, it's interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, it definitely is. Well, I was wondering, how would you feel about working with me? Well, I'm open to the idea. Yeah, I know we weren't really on the same side on Yellow, but I think if we teamed up, we could really do some damage. Well, I'm game. I really don't have any allies, so I'm fine with working with you. I can kind of see why Paul would want to work with me, because his main alliance is on the other tribe, but I'm still open to the idea. I mean, Paul's a cool guy. I do like him. I do get along with him, and I agree with him. If we work together, we could just probably do well, and at the moment I don't really have any allies, so of course I'm going to say yes to it. So Paul, what should our game plan be? Well, I think we should try to get some alliance going, so we should probably each talk to one of the old people and then see what we can glean from that. Alright, sounds like a plan. I'll talk to Ruth. Alright, I'll talk to Thomas, and then we can just hopefully get control of the tribe. Yeah, sounds great. Hey, Paul. Hey, Thomas, what's up? Oh, not much. I was just looking at the supplies. You guys sure got a lot of stuff. Yeah, we did. It was, quite the marooning. Yeah, I guess. Remember when we were fighting over that chest? Oh, yeah, I do. So how's the game going for you? Huh, not great, but I'm still here. You want to talk about it? I guess. I think Thomas would be a good ally to have, so I just want to gain his trust. I want to talk to him, get to know the guy a bit more, and hopefully he'll be on my side. Me and Dave and I never really had much of a chance. Everyone was out to get us. Oh yeah? Yeah, and Lisa, she's trying to work with us, but it was really fake, and then Dave got voted off. I played an idol. I got that at the Marooning. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, I know. Then I was just basically on the bottom until, like, the swap came around, so I'm glad I'm still in. I think Paul would be a great ally to have. He's very stoic, and I feel like we could get along pretty well. I mean, I don't really have any alliances, and I think Paul would be someone who I really want to get to know more. Well, thanks for hearing me out, man. Oh, no problem. You've been through a lot, so hopefully the swap goes better for you. Yeah, hopefully. So at camp today, I just reached under the boat that's been there since the Marooning, and the idol's just under it. So I grabbed it. I think I should probably tell Thomas. I mean, it'd be a great way to gain his trust. Look what I just found. Whoa, was that the idol? Yeah, it was just under the boat. Wow, that's amazing, man. Good on ya. Thanks. I think this should probably just stay between us, so I don't think it's smart for everyone to know. Oh, of course not. That'll be our little secret, man. This game's looking up for me. Not only did I get a new #1 ally, but he's also got the idol, and he told me about it, which is awesome. I think my game is really just picking up now. I'm away from Walter, and I feel like I've got a genuine chance now at actually making it far. Hey, Ruth. Oh, hey, Erica. How's it going? Oh, it's going great. What's up with you? Oh, not much. Just enjoying the camp. Yeah. That's great. Paul and I agreed to divide and conquer. He's going to get Thomas on his side, I'm going to get Ruth, and then boom, we'll have a majority. So I feel like Ruth and I could get along. I just need to get to know her more. So I heard you were a college admissions director. Yep, that's true. Just wondering if maybe you could get me on the fast track route, you know. Well, I don't know if I could do that, but maybe. Have you ever gone to college? Oh, no, my grades weren't good enough, and I didn't really want to go too much. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm a barista. It's fun. I enjoy it. Well, if you ever need to get into college, I can give you some tips. Yeah, I probably need to eventually. I mean, my parents, they're probably not super impressed on my, lack of drive in life. Really? Yeah, they're not too happy I'm out here. Oh, yeah? Yeah, they're always on me about something like, oh, you should move out, oh, you should get a boyfriend, oh, you shouldn't be going on Survivor, it's a waste of your time. That's sorry to hear that. Yeah, it sucks to always be disappointing them, I guess so. Yeah, sometimes my mouth just doesn't stop moving, and I think I kind of embarrassed myself in front of Ruth. I mean, I just kind of dumped out a bunch of trauma on her, and it was, I don't know, I felt like I was making her a bit uncomfortable, and that's not exactly what I was going for. I probably shouldn't be saying all this, it's, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. No, it's okay, it really is. Yeah, I know, just sometimes it's like, yeah, it's tough, I guess. Do you need a hug, Erica? Yeah, that would be nice. I like Erica. She's a sweet girl, and I feel like she reminds me of myself at her age, just kinda not really sure what to be doing with her life, and it's tough, it really is, and I feel like I can help guide her, I really can, and it would be nice for me to do that. Listen, Erica, you don't need to chase other people's approval. As long as you're happy with yourself, that's all that matters. Yeah, you're right. Erica, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm always willing to listen. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm sorry about the direction this conversation went in. I wasn't really trying to go down that route. Oh no, don't apologize. You don't have to. My main ally, Anne's on the other tribes, so I'm kind of on my own out here, but I feel like Eric and I did definitely connect, and I'm hoping this can be a start of a really good relationship between the two of us. Hey Louise, how are you liking the new camp? Oh, it's nice. I think your shelter's, it's probably better than ours. Oh, thanks. It was a pretty good effort on everyone's part to make it. I've noticed there's a lot of one-on-one talks going on. Ruth and Erica kind of went off on their own, so did Thomas and Paul, so I feel like I need to get a connection with Louise in order to just make sure I'm staying even with everyone else. So how do you feel about an alliance? I mean, you're the oldest on your tribe, and I was the oldest on my tribe, so maybe we can just work together. Well, I'm open to the idea. I mean, personally, I would like to vote off the younger tribe before I targeted my own people. Yeah, I guess so. We could go after Erica, maybe. I'd be fine with that. Yeah, no, that sounds good. It would be cool for us to work together. Robert approached me about an alliance, and I'm on board with the idea. Personally, I do want to stay Kula strong just because I know these people, whereas the younger guys, I don't really know what to expect from them. But Rob seems willing to work with me, and he's willing to target Erica, and Erica's one of the younger people, so I think Erica should be the target if we go to Tribal Council. If you've got the older people on your side, I could probably bring in Paul and then just have a unanimous vote on Erica. That's good to hear. I think that could definitely be what we do. Erica voted for me the last time we went to Tribal Council, so I think it makes sense for me to target her. Hopefully Louise actually does have all the old people on her side, because that'll just make things really easy for if we do go to Tribal Council. So guys, I was maybe wondering if we could all just make some sort of alliance. Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Give us the numbers, and I think it would just be the best thing we can do here. Yeah, I guess so. Paul wants us to join up with Erica and Ruth, and I don't really know anything about Erica, so I guess I could work with her. But with Ruth, I don't trust her completely. Sure, she did save me last round, but she's still with Walter, and I don't know if she'll stick with us at the merge. Thomas, I know we weren't really on the same side much at Kula Camp, but I think this alliance could be the start of something great. Yeah, well, this is the first sort of concrete thing I've had all game, so I'm in. Who would we vote if we lost? Robert. I think between Robert and Louise, I have to target Robert. Sure, he might be aligned with me, but voting him off is the best way for me to show Erica I am serious about working with her and willing to move on with my game. Hey Paul, I think the swap worked pretty well for us. Yeah, I think this is a good group of people we got. Oh, definitely. If we lose, I think Erica should go. Oh yeah? Yeah. Louise thought so too, so that's half the tribe right there, so we just have to get the old people as well. Well, that's good to hear. It's nice that we have an easy vote. I think the swap worked out pretty well because both Emmanuel and Talia are on the other tribe, so Paul's only real ally here is me, which is great because he's got to work with me. Louise says she wants to work with me, and I think if we lose, Erica should be able to go. It should be pretty easy. So this is the Kula camp. Yep, this is our shelter. It's about all we got going on, really. Well, it's nice. Swap could have gone better, but it could have gone worse too. Personally, I'm not super happy I'm on a tribe with Julia and Talia because they're not on the same page and they'll probably try to get each other out, which worries me. I think we should just all stay strong together because there is no telling what the other side's gonna do. How's your tribe looking food-wise? Could be better. We don't really have much left. I thought we had more rice, but I guess I was wrong. Why would you think that? Well, I just thought we had more in our boat at the marooning, but I guess I was wrong. I don't really know. I'm not exactly sure what to make of this swap. I'm glad Anne's on my tribe. I trust her. Walter, not so much. We haven't really been getting along recently, and I'm not too sure where his head's at. As for the new people, they seem cool, I guess. I don't really know. What do you think about the new tribe? Well, I'm not too sure about the old people yet, but I think we should get rid of Julia. Really? Well, yeah, she's not gonna work with us. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I don't really like the idea of just going down in numbers to the old tribe. This swap worries me because Julia is on my tribe, and me and her, we don't really get along. She's already tried to vote me off once, and if I was her, I'd flip and try to vote me off now here, so I just don't really know what to think. I gotta get the old people on my side and just make sure I'm not the one going home if we lose. I think we're best off just sticking together. Yeah, I agree. Well, of course that would make the most sense. I'm okay with being on a tribe with Anne. Owen, not so much. I don't really know what he's gonna do. He hasn't voted with me yet, so I don't exactly know what to think of him. As for the new people, they're okay. They're probably gonna stick together, so us old people have to as well. Hello, Anne. Oh, hello, Julia. How's it going? How are you liking the camp? Oh, it's good. I was wondering if I could talk some strategy with you. Well, sure, why not? Back on Yellow, I was at the bottom of the tribe, and there's no reason that theme has to continue. Personally, I think it makes sense to jump ship and try to get rid of Talia, or even Emmanuel for that matter, because they're in a tight alliance of 4, so splitting them up makes sense. Basically, I was on the bottom of my tribe. Erica and I, we tried to get rid of Robert at our second tribal, and it failed, and then the other 4 just kind of all stuck together, so if we had gone back, I probably would have gone home. Well, that's unfortunate to hear. Yeah. So would you be open with potentially working with the older people? Yeah, I don't see why not. Julia's willing to flip, which is amazing to hear, but she could be lying. She could be just trying to gain my trust and then potentially using it against me. So I'm gonna, for now, take her at face value, but you never know in this game. I got news. What's the news? Well, Julia says she's on the bottom of her tribe and wants to flip over to our side. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm not sure I trust her, though. How come? Well, I don't know, it just seemed very sudden. Yeah, I guess. Speaking of trust, I don't really trust Walter. Really? Yeah, not at all. Do you want to vote him off? Well, maybe not now, but if it did come down to a tie and rocks were involved, I wouldn't go to rocks for him. Walter and I don't really have the best relationship. It's been kind of sour after the first tribal we went to, and after the second, he was also kind of pissed off at me for voting Louise. And to be honest, I don't want to work with him anymore. Do I want him to know that? Absolutely not, because he'll probably flip on me. But if the time came and the opportunity presented itself, I would definitely vote him off. Well guys, I know we're not in an alliance, but we can at least be on the same page. Maybe. All I'm gonna say is, have either of you watched Survivor Egypt? Yeah. Well, you might remember at the swap, Ned, he was on the bottom of his tribe, and he tried to flip on his tribe mates, and the other three, they said we don't trust him, and they blindsided him instead. What's your point? My point is if we don't stick together, we're giving them all the power, and one of us could go home. That's a valid point. Yeah, it kind of is. I need to make sure Julia and Talia are on the same page, because if not, the old players will just be able to pick off whoever they want, so it's a tough job to have, but I'm going to try to make sure that Yallo stays together here. Emmanuel wants us to stay Yallo strong, which isn't a terrible idea, at least to force a tie or just to gauge what the other side's doing. I wouldn't go to rocks for either of these two people, that's for sure. Welcome, survivors, to your next immunity challenge. So it's gonna work. On my go, your tribe will have to go over and under a series of obstacles. Once everyone's made it across, your tribe will then have to throw 3 rings onto hooks. First tribe to land all 3 rings will win immunity. Alright, I'll give you guys a moment to strategize and we'll get started. Alright, for immunity, survivors ready? Go! Emmanuel getting over for Kula. Well, Paul, Ruth, and Louise are trying to go over for Yallo. Talia and Walter get over the first obstacle. So do Ruth and Paul. Julia's over for Kula. Paul's helping Louise over for Yallo. Emmanuel's flying through this challenge. He's only got one more obstacle to go. Meanwhile, Yallo tribe seems to be working well together. Yallo has all their members past the first obstacle, while Kula has almost everyone past it. Emmanuel's done, he's waiting for the rest of the tribe. Ruth is almost done, both tribes seem to be very even. Ruth's over, Paul's almost done. Talia's almost done for Kula. Both tribes have 3 people on the second obstacle. It's anyone's game. Julia looking to be the 3rd person done for Kula, while Louise is almost done for Yallo. Julia's over. So's Louise. Anne's almost done, while Walter and Owen still need to make it. Thomas is almost done too. Looks like Yallow's pulling ahead. Anne makes it over. Kula's at 4 people. Robert now trying to get over for the 5th person for his tribe. Robert makes it. Erica's the last one. Meanwhile, Kula still needs 2 people. Owen's having a hard time going under the bar, as both Walter and Erica are nearly finished. Walter makes it. So does Erica. Yallo can start shooting. Owen needs to finish, while Erica's looking to take the first shot. Erica lands the first shot. Owen makes it over. Kula can start shooting. Erica's second shot misses. Emmanuel lands the first shot for his tribe. Both have 1. Paul's taking over now. And he makes the shot. Yallo has 1 more to go. Emmanuel's trying to keep up. And he comes up short. Paul can win it right here. And he makes it, meaning Yallo tribe wins immunity, safe from the vote. Well played, man, well played. Challenge was fun. I'm glad I was able to close it out. It felt good to win for the tribe, but I am a little bit nervous because both Emmanuel and Talia are going to tribal council tonight, and I don't know if they're in a good spot or not, so I'm just hoping both of them can survive the vote. After the challenge was over, Emmanuel and Paul started hugging or whatever, which just shows me that those two are very loyal to each other. It also makes me very, very sure I know who needs to go out tonight. Okay, here's the plan tonight. The three of us vote for Emmanuel. Okay. How come? Well, of the three, he's the biggest threat. He's clearly the most physical. Socially, he's probably good. And strategically, well, I don't really know, but I think he's definitely our biggest competition here. Yeah, I'm fine with voting him. How about you, Owen? Is that what you're gonna do? Yeah, I'll write his name down. Emmanuel going here does make the most sense to me. He's definitely someone who's very physical, very social, and he's well liked by his tribe from what Julia's told me, so getting rid of a threat makes sense. We just need to get Julia on our side and we'll have a majority to take him out. Well guys, what's the plan? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Well, there's three of them. Who should we vote for? Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. Yeah, me neither. Well, we need a name, guys. Come on. Emmanuel and I tried to talk with Julia, but it was pretty awkward because she wasn't willing to say a name. Probably because the name she wants to vote for is my own, but it's whatever. But we're getting nowhere. Yeah, I think our best bet here is try to pick the brains of the old people. How should we do that? Well, we can scare them, make them think we're all together. Yeah, maybe. My plan right now is to convince the older people that the Yellow Tribe's gonna stay strong, and hopefully that scares one of them into flipping to our side, because I know Julia can't be trusted, so gotta make sure that we can get a third vote to at least force a tie. So Walter, do you think the vote's gonna be old versus young tonight? Well, I don't know. Do you think it will be? Well, probably. I think us younglings are sticking together. Interesting. Who are you voting? Well, we never came up with a name. Julia did throw out your name, though. She did. Yes, you're saying he seems like the ringmaster, so we should get rid of him. Interesting. Talia told me my name was out there. It seemed a bit suspect because I've never spoken to her before, but all of a sudden she's willing to help me out. I don't get it. With that being said, there could be some truth involved, so I need to make sure I'm not the one who's getting targeted. Listen, Talia, I'm willing to make a deal with you here. Oh really, what's that? I think you and your little alliance should vote for Owen tonight. If you do that and the vote ties, I will flip on the revote. Really? Yes, it's in your best interest here. My two allies will go to rocks for me. It's a risky move voting for me tonight. So you're willing to flip on someone who would risk their game for you. Gotcha. Do you agree to my deal? I'll think about it. Well, that's all I can ask for, so thank you. If it came down to it, I would flip on Owen. He's proven to me multiple times that he's not a reliable ally, and if you're not reliable, and I can't use you, then you have no business being in the game. The thing is, there's no guarantee that the vote will tie. Mulder showed me his character, which is kind of scummy to say the least. I mean, he's very upfront about the type of person he is, which I don't think is the best strategy. I mean, I don't really see how he has any allies acting like such a jerk. So what's happening tonight? Well, we were thinking of voting for Talia. Talia? Yeah, that's the plan. Well, sounds good to me. I don't really trust Julia yet, so I told her the vote was Talia. We're still voting Emmanuel, but we can't risk her knowing because she could still be with that side, she could get them to play an idol. There's just too many concerns I have about telling her the real vote. Okay guys, here's the plan. I know we don't really have an alliance going, but I think, as Emmanuel said, we should stick together. Well, what's the plan? The plan's to vote for Owen tonight. Owen? Really? Yep. Walter said he's willing to flip on a revote, so I think that's what we should bank on. That's interesting. Yeah, I know. Listen, Julia, I know we're not on the same page, but you know the two of us are going to stay yellow strong, and I think it's in your best interest to at least stick with us for now. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm in an interesting spot right now. I don't want to stay yellow strong, but it might be what I have to do. At least for the first round of voting, but in a revote, going to rocks for Talia, it's not happening. Walter might flip on Owen though, so I might have to just stand my ground and vote him off tonight. Voting off Owen seems kind of random in my opinion. I mean, I don't see him as much of a threat, but if we can get the numbers to take him out, I'll vote for him. I'll vote for anyone, as long as it's just not me or Talia going home. How do you feel about tonight, Walter? Do you think we'll be able to get rid of Emmanuel? I'm not sure. To be honest, no. Why not? I think Yellow's gonna stick together. Well, they might, but I don't know about Julia. Yes, that's true. If it ties on Owen, though, I know for sure I wouldn't go to rocks for him, and I don't think you should either. Really? Yeah, it's too big of a risk. I am worried about tonight because both Owen and Walter have said they wouldn't go to rocks for each other. That makes me wonder, would they go to rocks for me? Are they my allies? But I'm not sure I have to worry about rocks because I do think Julia isn't going to stay loyal to her side. I really don't see why she would. So hopefully tonight, either she'll vote for Owen and it'll be a tie and she'll flip on the revote, or she'll just vote for Talia and we can have our way. Welcome, survivors, to Tribal Council. So, Owen, how do you feel like the tribe swap has affected your game? Well, Jeff, I feel like it's affected my game in the sense that I don't really know what's going on now. I think on Kula I had some sort of grasp, but right now it's kind of just like everything's up in the air because we just don't really know what the other group's trying to do. So Emmanuel, with the numbers being 3-3 in terms of original tribes, do you feel like that will be reflected in the vote? Well, maybe, Jeff, at least that's what I'm hoping for. I think, right, we just kind of stuck to our side, they kind of stuck to their side, and it could easily tie tonight. And do you feel like that's going to be the case? Well, Jeff, the theme of this season is generational warfare, and I feel like that's kind of what's going to happen here. We got the old people on one side, the younger players on the other, and there really wasn't much mixing between the two groups. Well, with that, it is time to vote. Talia, you can start us off. I'm hoping the plan works out. If it doesn't, I could easily be going home, so hopefully Julia stays with us, hopefully Walter flips. I'm voting for you tonight because you're the biggest threat on the tribe, so hopefully you go home. I'll go tally the votes. I have tallied the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Owen. Second vote, Owen. That's 2 votes for Owen. Third vote, Emmanuel. Emmanuel. We're tied. 2 votes Owen, 2 votes Emmanuel, 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Emmanuel. Owen. We have a tie. This is how it's gonna work. We will re-vote. You can only vote for Emmanuel or Owen. Owen and Emmanuel will not vote. You can have a moment to discuss your vote. We can't flip here. Julia's gonna flip. She won't go to rocks for that side. Yes, but if we both flip, Julia's vote means nothing. Walter's gonna flip. If you flip too, it's just gonna go to rocks. Okay, is everyone good? Yep. Alright, it is time to vote. Talia, can you take the urn back with you? Alright, I've tallied the re-votes. First vote, Owen. Second vote, Emmanuel. That's 1 vote Owen, 1 vote Emmanuel, 2 votes left. Third vote, Owen. The final vote, and the 5th person voted off of LEGO Survivor Generational Warfare. Owen. Owen, that's 3 votes and that's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Owen. The tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, survivors, it seemed like tonight's vote was dictated by original tribe lines. Does that mean that you have 2 united sides? Only time will tell. Alright, got nothing else for you guys. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night. I don't think I played a bad game, and yet here I am. It sucks to go out this way because Walter didn't want to go to rocks for me. That's really what it came down to. Clearly he flipped. I mean, I don't think Anne would, so that just leaves Walter. And it's disappointing. I mean, I felt like I was doing pretty well and, making some right connections, but instead I just got voted out. I don't really know why they targeted me either, so it's like, just really, just disappointing. It's a shame to go out this way.